actually got saved in August, and then leading up to that, I kept wanting to go to church, but I didn't want to go by myself, but I didn't also want to ask somebody. And right around, I don't know, September 10th-ish, that weekend, Mom looked at me and was like, well, will you go to this church with me? And I was like, yeah. So we started coming here, and we've been coming here ever since. Everybody was really welcoming and nice and smiling and greeting everybody. So it already felt kind of like home when we got here. So honestly, I didn't expect people to be as supportive as they were. Just kind of life experience. You know, you say you're passionate about something and most people are kind of questioning, well, is this real? You know, is he kind of just wanting to kind of recognition? But they've all been very, you know, well, yeah, hey, let's keep this fire going. Let's, you know, help you get to where he wants you to go. So I was nervous to ask the first time I wanted to serve in something, and it was the pancake fundraiser. And I just reached out to Katie and I was like, hey, I want to help in some way, but I don't know, you know, what's open. And she just texted me one day and was like, well, come help cook food for this fundraiser. And then they had me making pancakes for everybody. So as a little kid, I grew up in an old, real country, small Methodist church. Sweet people, great people. It was just more of a, hey, just don't sin. You know, don't do this and you'll be okay. And that's kind of what I learned growing up. And as I was doing that, it just like, well, I just can't do this. But when you tell yourself that, it makes it a lot harder. And you know, we all go through traumas and abuse, and there's a lot of substance abuse in my family, and alcoholism and divorce and, you know, just traumas. So as I got older, especially into high school age, I believed in him. I believed that Jesus was real. I just was mad at him. So I kind of took anger out on him, and just honestly, I didn't always talk the greatest about him. And then I get into my 20s and I get into drugs and alcohol and, you know, just not living a great life. And I went down this really dark path. And finally one night in August, I left work. I left early and went home, and I was like, and it was all his doing. The only prayer I knew was the Lord's Prayer. And then I would go from that to a nursery rhyme my mom would tell me when I was a little kid and I was scared. She'd say, either sing this. And so it was the Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. So I would go from that to the Lord's Prayer, because those are the only two things I remembered from church. Like he was always there, for sure. Like he was always there. But where I think I was so lost is I was disconnected in the sense that we were made to worship Jesus Christ. Like that's what we were made for. And when I was so far removed from that, like I was disconnected, and that is like the worst place to be. So when I got saved, even though I still fell down and made a lot of mistakes, I kept reading the Bible and praying and coming here and meeting you guys, and I was just like, I cannot lose this. Like he won't leave me, but I might be the one to leave him, and I cannot do that. Like I will not live without him. You know, he said, anybody who wants to follow me, let him take up his cross and follow me. That means a lot to me. You know, that's what my life goal is. If it's not from him, if it's not him, his hand's not in it, I just will not do it. You have to rely on God. I fully trust that. I'm in a point where he has never let me down. Like even in my dark times, he's never let me down. And I see that, you know, his timing's perfect, and that's where we kind of get maybe discouraged, but you just got to keep trusting him and keep, you know, doing what he's telling you to do. And the biggest thing, don't lean on your understanding or anybody else's. It's him that has the understanding and knows what the path is already. So you just have to trust him. I got to fly out to Texas to a ministry down there that helps teenagers that are struggling with like traumas and mental health and abuse. You know, they're battling through that. And I have the opportunity to go down there and live on site and help them through it. It's a great opportunity. You know, the people that are down at this ranch, it's a blessing. This church spoke to me more, and a lot of it because of the name. Like, it's okay, I've been saved. He wants me to follow him. This is the Turning Point. It's called the Turning Point for a reason. It is impossible for you to do it, but with Jesus, everything is possible. My name is Tim Gish, and I'm the Point.